Okay, I'm ready to go. Let's just do this. What's happening in Coachella Valley? This is Craig Campbell for CoachellaValley.com, and we are live here once again, in our studios in Palm Springs, California. And I'm joined by my co-host, Francoise Rhodes. Francoise Rhodes, let me say it again. Traveling with Francoise.
Yeah, normally people don't get the last name wrong. It's the first name that they totally butcher.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Francoise.
Hi,
Rhodes.
everyone.
You know what? We're so excited. You know, there's so many things going on as we were coming into studio today. There was all kinds of cones sitting everywhere because this place is full of activities. What was going on outside?
Well, it wasn't
coming up?
really here, but Palm Desert had a run, and don't ask me for what. It was,
Okay.
I don't know if it had to do with the Dr. George car show or what was happening on El Paso. I don't even know, but there was a run. And if I were to guess, it probably originated over at the Palm Desert Civic Center. But anyway, they run down Monterey, and they come around, and they start at 6 in the morning. And they say these events go to 11, but it's really kind of funny because I went to get donuts at about 10 minutes to 9, and there was just only a few stragglers left. They were trying, though. You know what? I give everybody credit who gets out there and does that, because there were some people that were just walking along, seeming to have a good time. Now,
I was going to say, you mentioned Dr. George, and, yesterday, of course, Dr. George at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden. It's one of the largest, if not the largest, charity classic car show in Southern California. Raise money for cancer every single year. Amazing show. We always get great access. We have some incredible photos on CoachellaValley.com, and, of course, some articles and information about that. And then yesterday was the Tour de Palm Springs, which has just become massive. It's a family thing, but at the same time, if you're professional, I think there's a 150-mile bike ride that you could also participate in. And so many things are going on around here, Francoise. And
I know.
Are you?
I'm
you know what?
sharing
I'm
to
gonna
myself.
go do it.
I think I did
you
it.
take over.
I just did it.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm
I
gonna
think
go
we're
do
good.
today's California,
Okay.
and why don't you talk to the people?
So now I don't know what I say once I say, post. I think I have to do that. There we go. So we want to say hello to everybody. Obviously, you see, we are decorated for Valentine's.
Can you believe
because
it?
even though it's Oscar Sunday.
That's true.
Yes.
So how many of you guys are going to be watching the Oscars? And we'd like to hear a little bit about who you think might win. I'm not as familiar as I might have normally been because I don't really know many of the shows. We were talking about that earlier, that I haven't really seen. I haven't been out to the movies in a long time. I think that's something I need to do. Maybe Valentine's Day.
We're just too busy. So Gary Schwartz, good morning. Gary, to you, morning, afternoon, whatever. Graham says, hey, folks, looks lovely over there. We have a big storm hitting the UK at the moment. Ooh, I would not like to be on the East Coast here, though, Graham, because their weather's been, kind of awful for the last several days. Good morning to Dan. We want to congratulate all our Super Bowl winners. I'm going to backtrack to Super Bowl last Sunday. Obviously, Kansas City won. I don't know why I said obviously. They did win. But more of the people went for 49ers, which in turn, that is why fewer of you won, because most of you went with the 49ers.
That's true.
But I do have the list of winners here. And let's not forget to ask Sean about his crazy weekend yesterday.
Sean actually said that he got out of the house. And we got so excited. He's always just working so hard for us. And I think it's just good that he gets out once in a while.
And he loves being a hermit. Okay, but Sean, hold that thought, because I want to say who the Super Bowl winners were. Here's my scientific, by the way, in case you don't think that I take this stuff serious. Can you see that?
Oh, look at that.
See?
Did you show him?
Yeah, I am showing. See? I actually had prizes and names. So our winner, and I'm moving off the mic, and Gina, I'm working hard not to move off the mic, and Gary, good morning to you. He's saying good morning. You know what? This is really nice that all of you that comment are actually talking to each other. You might not be saying much to us, but you're talking to each other. So
I know after the show, we always go back and look at all the comments, and it's kind of funny. There's a dialogue within the dialogue, Maybe we should just leave and let them keep talking on the live stream.
I know. So we had, let's see, who won? Crystal Adams won. Susan
Yay.
Hartley won.
Can we have some cheers?
Yeah.
Yay. Yeah, just keep doing it.
Maria
just cheer them all.
Steinberger won. Now, they claimed their prizes. We had a couple people that did not claim prizes. Joby won, and Walt from Vegas won. And all of the winners were posted on the video feed, as I told you it would be. And those two did not get a hold of me. And you have about until the end of tonight to contact me if you want your Super Bowl prize.
Well, I was
if
still
not,
trying to
you're
figure
done.
out how they were going to utilize them out here
I
in
don't
Palm Springs.
know.
We talked to them about that, Walt, from Chicago in Las Vegas, watching the show. That was an interesting call-in.
Yeah, it was. But I think they just had fun calling us. Yeah. We want to give a shout out to Steve Johns, who says, great job, Coachella Valley, keeping everybody informed.
There
You're
you
more
go.
than
Well,
welcome.
thank you.
Lucy Batista, she said, good morning, looking good. Well, thank you so much.
You know what? I just want to say, Francoise, how much I appreciate. She comes in here early, and she always has these ideas. She was going to bring some Oscars. She had thought about it.
Too late, though.
But you know what? By the time we come back, Valentine's will have been gone.
Yeah.
And the idea with this show is, of course, to talk about events that are in the future or coming up for the most part, not so many things in the past, because that's one of the things that I think media is a bit challenged with, is that you watch on news, right, Sean? And all of a sudden it's like, look what you missed.
Yeah.
And then they'll show you all the highlights of what you could have been
I know.
and could have gone to.
Sometimes I'm
Makes no sense.
confused when I read other publications, because I do try to read a few. And it talks about an event, but I don't want to say names because I don't want to badmouth anybody. But I do want to say hi to Heather. She's hi from
Yeah, we're
Iran.
not badmouthing
She's over
you,
there
Heather.
with
We're just saying hi.
with Graham. She said we have Storm Sierra just now. Could use some of your weather. Well, we'd like to send some your way. Anyway, they're talking about an event, and you're trying to figure out, is the event today? Is the event tomorrow?
Right.
Did the event happen? They don't even give you a date when the event is, and next thing you know, it's very confusing. I sit there and look at that, and I'll get press releases that don't have a date for an event.
That's
or
very
a location.
difficult.
I'm
Listen,
saying,
CoachellaValley.com
Anyway.
always has information on it. We have a huge calendar. And, of course, if you go through our videos and also our stories, we're always talking about things that are coming up.
I can't keep track of them all there. I mean,
Well,
if we
that's
went
good.
to everything that was on CoachellaValley.com, I would not be able to keep my house clean.
Well, let me tell you, like this week, Splash House, which is a summer, there's three different shows now, also put on by Golden Voice. A lot of people don't realize it's actually a Golden Voice production. Splash House happens at 3 different locations in Palm Springs through the summer, and these are very popular. They sell out, and the pre-registration was already started on Thursday. So these type of things are on our site, and they'll sell out immediately. So you need to stay tuned and stay in touch, CoachellaValley.com, or you can go over to Traveling with Francoise. You know, I want to give a quick shout out about your Blue Angel show coming up, because this, I think, is an opportunity of a lifetime. Francoise is going to...
It's
why don't you share?
bus raiser fun trip. But before I do that, see, I get involved with all these people online.
Okay, go ahead.
Kimmy Sue. Hi to Kimmy
Hey,
Sue.
Kimmy.
We need to have you back on the show.
That's right,
Kimmy
Kimmy.
Sue.
That's true.
Don Maggione, he is watching as well. Hi, Don.
Hey, Don.
And James, he says, we have the best weather here in Palm Springs.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, right
We do have
now,
some great
it's
weather.
just been incredible. We still have snow across the mountains, and the weather has been unusual. You know, the other day, pretty much, we actually posted on Facebook a frozen, it was like a frozen plant. It was a frozen sculpture because it had gotten so cold in the desert. And that's not an unusual thing to have freezing temperatures a couple of times in the year. But we're all over the place. A lot of wind, 60s a couple days ago, and we're going to be warming back up to the 80s again. So it's
frost delays on the golf course. The golfers don't like that.
Frost delays.
You know what I used to not like about having a
didn't
frost
even know
delay?
that was such a
Oh
thing.
yeah, they're called frost delays. They
delays.
won't let you go out on the golf course because they don't want the golf
grass
carts
to
and stuff to break
break
the right. No, it's true. It breaks it, and it's anyway. When
There
I
you
was
go.
a golfer and I golfed all the time, I used to not like frost delays for one reason. Because I'd get up early to get over there and do my thing, only to find out I could have stayed in bed for another hour.
Oh, my gosh.
Because no one told me.
And it would have got a little bit warmer.
Lori, she is following us. Hi, Coachella Valley. I'm sending you my husband from super snow cold northern. I'm sending you my husband. She's sending us her husband
During Valentine's
from
Day?
super snow cold northern Minnesota. Well, do we want your husband, Lori?
Well,
Antis?
and how come
Can
you're
he
not
sing
coming
and dance
with?
for us or what?
And how come you're not coming with?
We just don't take any husband on this show.
That's true.
We want people that. I'm kidding.
So, listen, you played a lot of golf.
Yeah, lots.
So did you have a good handicap?
I was a 7 when
Seven.
I was playing my best. I was
Wow.
down to a 7, which is pretty darn good. And then
Wow.
when I got there, I realized this is a lot of work. I'm never going to be on the tour. I've pretty much done the club champion thing and all that sort of stuff. And I just said, I'm just going to now go and play in charity events and goof around and not be quiet. Because I was very serious. I mean, don't talk when I'm swinging. And I played with men most of the time because, frankly, they were a lot more fun. They like to bet, and gals don't seem to want to.
Interesting. So does that mean you like to bet?
Yes, I do.
Well, you and I should do some bets. You know, it's something maybe we should start figuring out.
Is that legal? We never.
I'm not sure if it's legal.
Shutting us down, the FCC or whoever. Who's in the FCC? The other who? FAA? No,
well,
somebody.
First of all,
it's free roam.
we have no. We're live streaming, and all we have is a delay, but that's not FCC.
No, okay.
There's no restrictions here.
Hey, Steve, you were watching, and then you went away, and then you came back.
Hey, Steve, what's going on? Is it our Steve?
We want
or just
Steve
a Steve?
Johns.
Oh,
Steve.
hey, Steve.
Steve Johns, which I bet Steve Jobs. I bet he gets that a lot.
Whoa,
because his last name. No, Steve
not
Johns,
alive
Steve
anymore,
Jobs.
Though.
I know, but just not ever. No. All right. Anyway. Okay. We were talking about first of all, before we talk about the Blue Angels, we need to back.
I don't know.
We need to back up and talk about Sean's big weekend. This is important stuff.
I think we should talk about the Blue Angels. We can come right back at it. Sean, tell us about it so that she can get this out of her system.
I didn't know it was a big weekend. I went out for like an hour yesterday.
Yeah, but can you give us applause? Applause.
That is
can you hit the applause?
Yeah,
there you go.
Because for those of you that don't know Sean or don't realize that he would rather
I just don't like people. I don't like being around people.
He barely likes us.
But he's a family man. That's true.
Yes.
It did take us a while to actually get him to smile for us. But, he seems to be having a lot more fun these days.
Yes,
I think we've got a lot of things figured out. And, the first few shows was very stressful. We would do these shows and then ultimately something wouldn't happen or wouldn't work and everything. But you know what? You guys have been so patient and we're so appreciative of you guys coming on and watching. I mean, it's just a lot of fun.
We do.
So
we'd love to have the camera on all of you. Maybe we should have them send us photos of themselves.
Oh, that would be
fun.
fun.
And when you guys pop up with a comment,
then we could actually show the photos.
A photo of you.
What do you think about that?
I don't know.
All you have to do is just message it right here on the comments. You guys can do that at any time. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't forget, we always have contests, so we do have contests today. So we want you guys to stick around for you guys that are in the Palm Springs area and want to win some of the prizes that we're offering. And we're going to have some information, of course, our picks of the week and things that are happening. First of all, I do want to remind you guys that BNP Paribas Open coming March 9th, and that is a major tournament out here. The thing that is really cool about it is that we have this world's second largest tennis stadium in the world, and it's right here in Indian Wells, and every year the BNP has played every single major player is going to be here. Coco, the 15-year-old, is going to be here.
Don't they say it's
Serena's coming again.
Fourth or fifth major or something is what they call it?
So there's 4 majors.
That's not a major.
But he wants to make it a 5th major. Mm-hmm. And here's the unique thing about BNP Paribas, Francoise.
I'm listening.
First of all, the first thing that Larry Ellison did when he bought the tournament was he raised the purses 1.5 times that of every other WTA and tournament. And as a result, it's the richest, one of the most expensive prize money in the world. So as a result, we get every single major player here.
Yep.
Number 2, it's both men and women that play at the same time. Most tournaments are either men or women. So you don't get to see both men and women together. And it's the only tournament that I understand that the women and the men get the exact same purse. So, I mean, that is cutting edge stuff. 80 to 85%, I understand, of the people that attend BNP out here are not from the Coachella Valley.
No, but the venue is just
unbelievable. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is you need to go get tickets right now, meaning that things are selling out quickly, fast, and it is one of the most incredible sporting events. The stadium, really, there's no bad seats in anywhere. And it's not only are there 3 stadiums now, but there's all the stadiums that surround the big stadiums that are going on all the time. So I also understand that I don't have the details, but they have a wheelchair tennis event that is coming up maybe like prior to the BNP. That is brand new. And, of course, we have the Pickleball National Championship that has been here 2 years, and they're going to come 3 more years. So Indian Wells Tennis Garden got all kinds of things happening, and I just want to remind you guys because these are the things that are coming up, and you don't want to miss out. So BNP Paribas Open. There you go.
All right. Wow. When is it?
March 9th, and I believe it runs 2 weeks.
Okay.
So,
all right. Okay.
There you are.
Thank you. Yeah, get those tickets because the best seats probably go first. James Monte, he said the Blue Angels going to be here in the desert. No, they're going to be in
let's
NAFL
talk.
Central.
Okay, so people are interested, Francoise. You cannot put this off. Okay,
I'm going.
Listen, she's going, but she has a bus that she is going to be. This is why I want you to talk about it.
I'm going to.
I want you to talk about it right now.
Okay, I'll talk about it right now.
Tell them.
All right, Saturday, March 14th.
Okay, so it's
my
coming up soon.
nonprofit, Artifacts and Arts Across America. This is a bus trip, a fundraiser for the nonprofit. We're going to take you on a luxury bus. It's going to be a Cardiff bus. We're going out to NAFL Centro for the only air show here. This is where the Blue Angels start at NAFL Centro. They come to train. They're already there training now.
What is all that? No one knows what NFLAF
That's a naval. It's a naval base in El Centro.
So where is it? Okay, so
it's in El Centro.
Okay.
All right. They come here in end of December, and they train for 3 months before they head across the country with all the air shows. Their very first air show of the season is at the base. We will leave Palm Desert at 8:30. We will be there for the air show all day long. Come back. We'll have prizes on the bus. It is a bus trip. It is $55 per person.
That's it. $55 to go watch
per person. The Blue Angels.
You know,
it's all different jet. It's all different performance air performance. Besides the Blue Angels, it's not just the Blue Angels.
So it's an entire air show.
It's an air show, and there's things on the ground.
So there'll be parachuting and people doing all kinds of
crazy
things.
Stuff.
You know, as a kid in Virginia, we watched the Blue Angels, and my parents were religious about taking us out there. One of the most incredible experiences that any child will remember. So it's very important, I think, to bring your kids out there because, it just stays with you forever. Yeah. And she doesn't really say much about it, but she's been up in one of those Blue Angels.
Yeah.
Tell me what that was like. Did you throw up?
Breathtaking. No.
Did you pass out?
Yes. Yeah, everybody passes out. The G-forces are so. It's 100.
She's like, yes.
100 pounds to your body weight is the G-force, and they push us up to 4.5 Gs. So figure that out.
Wow.
But it was the most incredible experience of my life. And growing up, my dad loved air shows. So I went to air shows as a child. If you want all the information, excuse me.
You want the information.
You can either go to travelingwithfrancoise.com. It's right there on the homepage. Or AAAamerica.org.
Travelingwithfrancoise.com.
Right there on the homepage, there's a link to the page, gives you all the info. Sign up now. Sign up deadline is March 5th.
Listen, the bus is going to fill up. And where's it leave from?
Sam's Club in Palm Desert.
Okay, so Sam's Club in
Palm Desert. And we'll drop everybody off there.
And people will return there. Mm-hmm. How long is the trip?
It's about an hour and 50 minutes, I think. But I'm going to have donuts in the morning.
I mean, from beginning to end.
From here to there. Oh, we should be back around by 6 o'clock.
Okay, so it's a 6 to 6 type of thing.
No, 8:30 to
8:30?
Yeah,
okay, so 8:30 to 6, Blue Angels. But the greatest thing is she's going to be the host. And so Francoise is going to entertain you. She's going to be a lot of fun. And I guarantee you this will be a trip that you'll bond with everybody on the bus and be able to watch something spectacular. So I want you guys to go get those tickets now before they sell out, and I want you to help Francoise eat this week.
A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of times on those trips, Francoise will do like a song and dance.
Yes,
like
of course.
on the way to where they're going. So
don't tell her.
And she does
it's
different
worth it just for that.
And she does different costumes too.
I hear. Like a little improv.
Yeah, right. I understand.
I have to say though, and I was going to say this towards the end of the show. Next week we have tickets to the Auto Club Speedway for their upcoming race on February 29th.
Auto Club. Now you're talking about
in
thermal?
Fontana.
Oh,
in Fontana,
fantastic.
the big major Auto Club Speedway in Fontana.
Now is that the California Speedway?
No.
The Fontana Speedway's not?
It's
okay.
I don't. It used
I
to be
think it's called the California Speedway.
It's very cool.
Well, the only reason I say that is because I've actually driven that track. Is it the one? It actually has a 40-degree angle, 30-degree angle. Mm-hmm. That thing is crazy.
The big
I've done 175 miles an hour on that track. I thought I was about to bang into walls. I mean, talk about G-forces.
Yeah.
That's another thing that. We should get some tickets or something for that. Be able to give away something.
We have tickets we're giving away.
Oh, we are?
Next week on the show.
Well, listen to that.
They were so kind. When I told them we need earplugs for the air show people going, I asked Hillary over there, I said, Hillary, I started thinking, who has earplugs? Who who would just, carry
talking
tons
like a
of
sponsor of earplugs?
Yeah, sponsor earplugs. So I asked Hillary over at the Auto Club Speedway. She said, sure, how many you need?
Wow.
So everybody will have earplugs. If they forget them, they don't bring them, so no one has to worry about that.
Well, there you go.
For the Blue Angels Air Show. So anyway, so we do have some crazy stuff. I want to say hi to Lori, Auto Club. Yes, you're right. Auto Club Speedway is what it's called. Maria Soledad Navarro says hi from Alhambra. Randall, I don't want to butcher your name, is watching, but hi, Randall. Gloria Velasquez, she said hello. And let's see, Lori Lori must be talking to someone else on here because I'm getting answers from her.
Hey, what do you think about pick of the weeks? I'm thinking maybe we could just slide into sharing a little bit more about some things coming up because we don't want you guys to miss out on anything that's happening. So what do we got? Hey, Sean. Why don't we start off with you, since you always steal mine?
Well, mine's easy, too, because I normally just get the name, and then I rely on you to memorize
all
your whole
dates?
calendar. Yeah.
Oh, my word.
So I picked Modernism Week.
That's just too easy, right? Because we're all doing that
I know
this
we're
week.
all doing I don't even know when it starts.
Modernism Week starts on March 9th.
See, I know he would know. I don't have to look. I just
I'm sorry.
February.
I screwed that up already. February 13th. March 9th was B&P. February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, Modernism Week kicks off all throughout the valley. Now, it used to be only Palm Springs, but modernism architecture is throughout the valley, and as a result, there's more and more events. Mm-hmm. It's another thing, modernismweek.com. You've got to go there because tickets absolutely sell out. There's a double-decker tour bus. There are all kinds of house tours, all kinds of parties, all kinds of lectures. There's a camp that is the central area. It's right behind the Kempton, right next to the babies, right in front of the Palm Springs Museum.
Yep.
And that is where camp is. And that is the central location to learn everything there is to learn about Modernism Week. It's where you would pick up your tickets. It's where you're going to listen to lectures. There's actually a vending, like vendors and everything that are there.
Yeah.
Plus, Sean, Palm Springs Convention Center gets involved because they actually have a home show and an art show that are combined along with modernismweek.com. So
what's our website?
Modernismweek.com.
Just easy to go to the website and look it up.
Take a look. And also we have an article. You'll see more and more articles about it throughout the week if you go to CoachellaValley.com. And of course, it's a featured event on our calendar. So you can just click right there, get the dates if you don't understand anything that I just got done sharing. So what is your pick of the week?
No, I'm not telling. I'm going to let you go this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine was Modernism Week too. Right. So unfortunately, since it's such a long event that it's well worth featuring again and again. So, with Valentine's Day coming up, might be a really neat, unique opportunity on that Friday to find a Modernism Week event to take your loved one or to take yourself, perhaps.
Right. Or you could go to
if you don't have a loved one. Like me.
Just a friend.
I might just go out.
Yeah, just go out.
Exactly.
Make one.
Is that why you're wearing red today? You look just fantastic.
To go with our
That's
whole
just
Valentine
fantastic.
theme here.
Well,
I know.
You did a great job.
Oh, thanks. Notice we have a book of love.
Wow. Have you read it?
No. Look,
maybe I need to read it.
Has a whole velvet cover on it. All right. I'm picking the fair. Riverside County Fair.
There you go.
That's what I'm starting.
Festival.
The Date Festival kicks off on Valentine's Day
Can
as
you
well.
believe it?
So,
talk about...
That's where
I mean, you guys could do camel races. You could do ostrich races for Valentine's Day or eat a funnel cake. Mm-hmm. That could be a memory.
Very, very romantic can be at the fair.
At the Date Festival.
Yeah, you get up there on the Ferris wheel and get stuck at the top.
Why is it called international? Isn't it the International Date Festival? I don't get it. Do they bring dates in from other places?
It says annual 74th. This is the 74th Riverside County Fair and national.
It's national, not international.
Yeah, National Date Festival.
All right. That makes more sense.
It's
the International Tamale Festival.
Yeah,
that's
the Tamale
what it was.
Festival. So. And Sean, you went to the Jalisco something or other yesterday. How was that?
It was all right. They had some food and they had entertainment and stuff. I don't listen to a lot of that. It's kind of, the music is different than what I listen to.
Now, what was that?
Accordions and stuff.
You explained a little bit that there was a sister city. Can you tell the folks what that's about?
You just explained what I knew. From my understanding,
is that Cathedral City?
I think Cathedral City
is a sister city with
Jalisco.
Yeah. And so therefore they were bringing different types of food and culture and things to Cathedral City.
No, there was only a little bit of food. There wasn't a whole lot of food.
I see.
Oh, see,
I
when
thought there'd
with
be
the
more
name
food.
Jalisco,
Yeah,
I
you
thought
need
it would
food.
say
I thought there'd be a
tons
lot
of
more food.
I'm thinking.
Well, they've done it for like 5 years. I think that year was
Interesting.
Was the 5th year, I think.
Okay.
But it was all right. Yeah, it was. The demo was a little off for me, but
What an
still had a
incredible
good
place
time.
we live, Coachella Valley.
Well, here's the thing. No matter how the actual festival was, yesterday was really, really nice. So it just kind of worked.
yeah.
You mean just being outside?
Just being outside.
Get
it
out
was
with
nice.
the family.
Gosh,
Right.
this could be a whole
It's
new
good-
thing,
a
Sean.
whole new Sean.
You know
I
what?
tell ya, it's good.
Sean might be breaking out a new social media
know.
page. Sean here, Sean there, Sean everywhere.
I go, Sean,
Do we have a laughter button there?
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is. We might.
Just hit one. Hit one.
Hit
Let's see what
anyone.
happens.
Yeah. No, it's
No.
hit 'em
What
all.
was that?
I didn't hear it. We
It was
can't
like
hear
when
it.
you lose on The Price is Right is what that was.
Oh, no.
Oh, womp, womp, womp,
Speaking of fair,
womp.
William Senso, he just jumped in. Hey, William, how you doing out there? We do have a family 4-pack to the Riverside County Date Festival, which will go out in the mail tomorrow, as long as you get us the information quick enough. I'm not, originally...
Are we going to do call-in today for those? I think we should. We should
have
try it.
Veronica, I actually just for those of you who might be interested in this, Veronica Casper from the fair will be traveling
In?
with
Gonna
Francois.
call
She'll be
in?
calling in at 12:30.
So
I
right
think.
after this
So,
show, don't forget
yeah.
Traveling with Francois
but
show.
I don't know how you want to do fair tickets today.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could try again. I always love the phone call thing because it creates so much tension for us.
Yeah.
Not you guys. But I think we should do a call in and give a family pack away.
family
That's
4-pack.
4 tickets
Yeah.
to the Date Festival. And I'm thinking that we might just set that up right now.
Well, why don't you set that up while I talk about this event? How does
Okay,
that?
great.
Are you close to setting up?
Well,
or-
yeah, we're already set up, but
Oh,
I
we're
will
already
give the
set up.
phone number out,
okay.
and you guys can talk about that. So
Okay.
we're going to open it up
wait.
right now.
How are we going to do it, though?
Okay. Yeah, how
How
are
are we
we
going to give it to the first caller or?
We've always had this issue,
Yes,
right?
you figure.
Let's just do
figure
it.
out.
Let's just give away to the very, very first caller. You're going to win a family 4-pack to the National Date Festival, Riverside County Date Festival, and the dates starts on
The 14th.
Valentine's Day, and it runs for a while.
I think the 23rd.
Okay,
February 23rd.
So it runs for 9 or 10 days,
Yeah.
and you guys can utilize these tickets on any day.
Any day.
And
General admission.
And there are different bands and all kinds of
Which
things.
is all
So-
included.
Right. So you might want to just check on which days that you want to go. A lot of flexibility, and here's how to do it.
Can I
You
say
want-
one thing before you get the number?
Of course you can.
We have our 30-day rule. You cannot have one in the last 30 days. We are going to, though, toss out Super Bowl Sunday because that was
Of
like
course.
a whole different
Right.
little
Exactly.
thing that we did. So you cannot have one in the last 30 days. All right. There we
Okay.
go.
So here we go. We hope someone will call us. You never know.
Yep.
Got my little microphone right here. So 760-219-4999, 760-219-4999. The very first caller is going to win a 4-pack, a family pack, to the National Date Festival right here in Indio, California. So I hope our phone will ring. In the meantime,
Yeah.
what do you got there?
Go for it. Evening of Country Music. It's for the Italian Heritage Club, and this is on Sunday, February 23rd at 6 p.m. with Frank DeSalvo and the Sundowners. I didn't even know Frank I thought Frank did Frank Sinatra or something. I guess he does everything.
Frank DeSalvo.
Frank DeSalvo on February 23rd at Sun City Palm Desert. You can contact Frank Monteforte at 760-578-3479. But this is on Traveling with Francoise. And it's also on CoachellaValley.com. Got it up there for you.
Fantastic.
So, again, an evening of country music featuring Frank DeSalvo and the Sundowners.
So if you're there in Sun City or outside of Sun City, this is
Yeah.
where exactly does he perform at Sun City? Is
Well,
there
this
a
is
rec
going to be in
room
the
or
Mountain View Clubhouse Sierra Ballroom. It's a huge room. It's gigantic. I've been to several things. And the Italian Club, they do a good job over there. They have a lot of fun. They really do. They have a lot of fun, these guys. So, again, you can find more information about this on CoachellaValley.com. And there's a little bit of it on Traveling with Francoise. And I have some tickets for that as well. So if you just message me and say that you want tickets for Frank DeSalvo, I'll make sure you get 2. So,
Well, just put it in the comments right here in the
put
live if you
comments,
guys
I
are
wanna
listening.
go see the Frank DeSalvo.
And that means even on the replay.
Yeah.
So if
See?
you guys are seeing this anytime before, when is it?
It is
On
February
the
23rd. You want to go?
You can comment right here on
Mm-hmm.
this live anytime you replay, and she'll send you some tickets as long as she has them. So listen, Date Festival, I know it's a unique event, but it's well worth it. And you can give these tickets away. It's not like, you have to
I
necessarily
know.
keep them.
So, Gary, I cannot keep track. Well, I can keep track of everybody, but I didn't bring my list every day. And it says, you think you're still on a 30-day wait list. I have no idea.
You know what?
I don't know.
760-219-4999. And if you guys are interested in those tickets, just give us a call.
The fair. I don't get this.
And you can talk to us.
Right.
I mean, just call us.
You can go any day.
You know what, Gary?
Of the
Just
fair.
give us a call anyway. Even if you guys
Gary,
aren't looking for tickets, we're just looking for any
Oh.
help.
Oh. I don't, why are you guys
Sometimes-
so picky?
Sometimes we get like,
Free stuff. This is $40-some worth of tickets.
and people sometimes just call
Listen
and
to me.
call and
I'm
call.
like yelling at them.
And this is like a quiet day today.
I don't-
So it's fine. You know what? We had we had a guest. We did promote that a guest was coming. We have no idea where the guest is.
Yeah,
the guest has disappeared. We hope they're okay. We hope they're still on their way in some weird way.
Yeah.
So it's always a unique opportunity for us when we go live. We're always putting our butts on the line. We're always taking the risk. We're never really sure what's going to happen, of course.
Yeah.
I may not be able to pronounce your name.
That's okay. Oh, my name or their name?
No, your name
Oh, my name.
sometimes. That's the way it got started today.
I'm still confused why they have a P in Campbell. I don't
I
get
know, that's
that.
true. Campbell, we had this discussion.
Campbell, I know. I know. All right.
I think that's something that our Scottish friends could help us out with.
Yes, Graham.
So.
Chapel.
Is that it?
Got it right.
Are you sure?
I
It's
think
Chapel?
so. Yeah.
He's
He'll be
probably
yelling
still
at-
going
he'll
to
be
correct
yelling
you.
at me if I'm
He's
wrong.
still going to correct you.
760-41
219
219.
4999.
I got it memorized.
Okay? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Give
maybe,
us a call.
Maybe my phone's not working.
Here's the deal, though. If you're going to wait till the last minute and start bugging us for fair tickets, don't bother because we're not going to give them to you then. Get them when we offer them.
She's getting an attitude.
Well, I am because it takes time to put these in the mail. You have to get them. I don't want people panicking because they don't have time to get them. And then they ask me to actually meet them somewhere and drop them off.
Well, I'm going to do a contest for you.
Oh, you are?
I will. We'll go ahead and put these tickets up on CoachellaValley.com and put them out through our social media, and you're going to get all kinds of people. So what do you want to have happen? You want your Instagram account
you
to
pick
grow?
someone.
Or okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do something through the week if these tickets aren't given away. 760-219-4999. Just give us a call anyway if you'd like to say hi. It's not really about the tickets anymore. And to see if this phone rings.
We'll do some pop-up contest. Here's something that might be interesting to everyone. Americans end the decade on an 8-year high with an average credit score of 682.
That's the average?
That's the average score. Actually,
Is
mine
that?
is 799.
Whoa.
Yes,
I'm
I
not going
know.
to tell you mine.
I am very proud of
I'm not gonna tell
mine.
you
I
mine.
don't even know why, but it's
Wow.
because I'm
Now-
a bill fanatic. When a bill comes in, I pay it the next day. I cannot stand seeing bills on my desk. I don't know. I just get them out. And that's what I do.
So does that mean that you could go borrow money if you needed to? Is that what
I
that
guess. I
$7.99
don't
get you?
know. Yeah.
Does that help you? Or when you borrow money, does
guess
it
it help-
drop
no, it helps you.
precipitously?
Well, you know what makes it drop when you buy cars and stuff, and you have all the credit unions and stuff that do credit checks. I guess credit checks can hurt your credit score. I
682?
don't know for sure.
Now, is that up? So you said it's an 8-year high.
Actually, yeah, it's up
Yeah.
2%. It's
Well-
up. Yes, it's the last time. It's the best it's been since 2011. So that's a good thing.
I mean, regardless of what you thought about our president's speech, I mean, there was quite a litany of records for the United States. Our economy is booming over here, and things are happening everywhere. In the Coachella Valley, it's so evident. You can't even go anywhere without something being redone, rebuilt, a new stadium being developed, roads being reconfigured, new festivals coming in town. I even got word a little bit that Hotel Paseo might be interested in doing a couple of month festival at their own location where they have music regularly at that really neat boutique spot. Don't forget, we got Fashion Week coming up. We got Food and Wine coming up. That's also right there in the same location in Palm Desert. These are all things that you guys need to get tickets for and need to sign up early because they just get busier and busier and busier.
Sometimes, though, I think and this is a weird thing to say, but sometimes I think there's so many events on the same day, it actually hurts some of the events,
I agree.
especially the smaller ones that don't have big marketing dollars.
Or even the Land Rover
that,
one that was just recently happened to be right in the middle of American Express.
Yeah.
Same day that Stevie Nicks pulled 20,000 people and Luke Bryan pulled 25,000 people.
Yeah.
It's very difficult then to send another 50,000 people out to Land Rover.
Yeah.
So check your calendar,
Right.
and if you're a promoter, and try to find those off dates and off times, because there's another issue, and that's hotels. So sometimes people are coming up with ideas and concepts right in the heart of...
Which are great, but you can't do them all. And tennis, that's a weird crowd also. We get all these people in for tennis. We think some businesses think, okay, tennis, all the fans for tennis are just going to mob us, but they don't really, because those people are here for tennis. They spend every day, all day at the tennis
And it's a pretty
garden.
self-contained environment. I mean, you can eat lunch, dinner at, the most amazing restaurants in the world. I mean, food. I mean, there's all kinds of restaurants that literally pop up and that are only open for those couple of weeks. In fact, I just did an article, go to CoachellaValley.com, about all the new food establishments that are coming in just for this year.
Blue Agave is going to be over at the, because don't they just have the one restaurant in Palm Desert?
I think that's
a big
true.
move for them.
That is a big deal.
That is a big deal. I saw that. We want to say hi to Lucy Batista. Just wanted to say hello and have a beautiful day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, thank you.
Lucy.
That's so nice.
Arturo Barroso said the best is yet to come. Well, I guess
Well,
so.
I agree. What does he mean?
I don't
What's
know.
he thinking in his mind?
I'm not sure.
Yes. 2020? Oh, we're in 2020.
We are in 2020.
I've been asking people, can you still say Happy New Year's? How long before that just doesn't happen? Someone told me July 4th.
What?
Yeah, they said July 4th, you just can't go Happy New Year anymore.
Oh.
I don't know. That seems long.
I know. I don't. I know of a few people that keep their Christmas trees up all year long, which I love. I have some Christmas lights in the patio, but see, when Christmas is over, I just mentally say they're patio lights.
Well, she's always got an angle.
I know, I do.
She's got something.
Yeah.
This is all in her own mind.
I love my twinkling lights.
This is all in her own mind, too. Just
hey,
to
it works for me.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Just to be able to support her thoughts,
Yes.
and she doesn't have to take them down.
Yeah.
She justifies, which is really something, it's a talent. It's a skill.
Yeah.
It really is. 18 years of television.
I don't hurt anyone.
18 years of television? Does that change?
I don't even
When
know.
does it turn 19
Radio.
now?
I forget. I am the worst. I am the worst. I had to do. I don't even want to get it. Actually, I made up a resume for myself. You don't even want to get into the whole story of this. But anyway, I'm sitting there looking at this paper, and I'm saying, how in the world do I even put years on all this crazy stuff that I've done in my life? It was really kind of funny that I'm looking at this, and I don't know. And I'm not a year person. After today, I'm basically on to tomorrow. I kind of, after what we do today, Craig will sit and look at the show for 4 or 5 times. I barely look at it once when we're done. I'm strange.
Well,
about
I don't know that I
with the TV.
How do you know I look at it 4 or 5
times?
times?
I know you do look at it a few times, but I tried to start looking at. Oh, Lane says Lane Rinker the third.
Mr.
No.
Lane Rinker?
No, Lane, Laine,
yeah.
Rinker.
Yeah, Lane
third.
Rinker.
Oh,
well, there he is.
Well,
That's
hi.
the young
hey,
guy.
Guys, killing it. Well, thank you.
Well, there you go. I appreciate it, Lane. He's a lighting guy. He's done all kinds of things out
lighting
there.
Guy.
Absolutely.
Well, then he knows
more
about
than just
gap
that.
tape.
Yeah, he does know about that, probably. We have to lay that down every day. I always see Francoise out there on her knees.
I have it down to a science, so I get that our
That's
internet connection struck.
That's true.
What, about 10 minutes now? Before it would take me a whole half
we
an hour.
run like 100 yards of Ethernet along so that you guys can see us streaming.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is it that you and I can sit here, talk into these microphones, and somehow around the world, you guys get a chance to interact, communicate. Technology is very, very cool. 5G is bringing self-broadcasting to everybody. You hear the word podcast, which used to only be sound.
I have a question.
Yes.
You're a techie guy. You're the one who actually bought all this internet wire that goes 950 miles. When they say 5G, because I've had people
we got
ask.
a call. Wait a second.
Oh,
here we go.
are we not paying attention to it?
I don't know. I hope it's.
Okay.
We'll hope it's not. Oh, it's gone. They left.
Did you not see the call?
No, I
come in,
didn't see
Sean?
it. So whoever just called us, give us a call back, 760-219-4999.
Oh, Lane, it's too funny. He says, been working with that stuff for over 20 years.
There you
All
go.
right.
The
Well,
tape.
try finding it in the Valley. It was easier for me to get it on Amazon than it was for me to keep going back to a store and look for it. Unless
Should I try
someplace.
calling them back?
You can if you want.
Let's see what happens.
All right.
I don't even know who it is. So
Yeah.
listen, 760-219-4999. Call us if you're interested in talking to us on the show. I mean, it might have just been a cold call. Might have been a robocall, so I'm not really sure.
Could have been.
760-219-4999. We're still giving away Date Festival tickets.
Yeah, Lane, you want
pack
some?
of 4. Yeah, Lane.
Does Lane, you want some 4 tickets to the fair?
Yeah, you should go ahead and pick those up. He's probably doing all the lighting, though.
Yeah,
he's
right.
probably working the fair.
Okay.
I don't know,
well,
but it wouldn't be uncommon because
well, Lane, if you want some tickets to the fair,
here we go.
Here's
the call.
Okay.
What's happening, Coachella Valley? You're live. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, good morning. It's Joseph and Maria Steinberger.
Oh, my gosh. Say that again.
I'm sorry.
Say your name one more time.
Maria?
Maria?
Yes.
Steinberger.
Yes.
Where are you calling from? You're so excited.
We're calling from Indio.
Indio, California. So let me ask you.
Maria was one of our Super Bowl winners.
Maria, are you interested?
Hey, I was.
Are you interested in these Date Festival tickets?
Yes, we are.
Oh, fantastic. Well, guess what? You are the winner of the 4-pack. And it's so simple. You've already done this one time with us. All you have to do is text me.
No, I already have her address
we
right
already
here
have
from
your
our Super
information.
Bowl list.
We already have your information, so those tickets are already in the mail coming your way, Maria.
Thank you, you two.
Are you guys having
awesome day.
Are you having a good time watching us?
Oh, yes.
Where are you at? Let me just picture this. So, how are you actually watching us? Are you got your phone in front of you or in front of a desktop?
I have my phone in front of me.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we're very techie old people.
Oh, listen to you. We got the. Is this the husband of Maria?
Yes, no, you got the husband, Joseph.
So let me ask you guys, what are you going to do for Valentine's Day? You going to go to the Date Festival?
Whatever she wants.
That's a smart man right there.
That's nice.
You know why? That's why you're married and I'm still single.
Do you know of anybody we can fix them up with? Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. Hey, you two, thank you for calling in. You made my day. You made our day. And really appreciate you calling back. We missed your call the first time. We were so busy talking.
That's okay, and thank you. You made our day.
Fantastic. Well, you guys have a great time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
So much.
And, of course, now all the calls are coming in.
And
Bye.
Lori says we said the number too fast.
Oh.
Sorry, Lori, we didn't mean to. Sorry about that.
Well, there you go. Can you get a big applause? I mean, I'm so excited. Listen to that, Francoise.
I know.
Just for you.
No,
You
that's
know,
for us.
well, let me tell you, Francoise works real hard to get these tickets. She works harder than I do, and really.
He's looking for a date.
No.
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry.
You always talk. You always, you haven't helped me at all with all these comments.
I
don't get
teasing
one.
you.
I don't get one call or text after the show.
You don't?
No.
Really?
No one.
Well,
No.
I thought they
No
just
one's
kind of
following
go.
up.
They comment. That's what they do.
Oh, that's
just
what they
comment.
do.
Yeah.
Well, no one's asked me out
Katia.
or anything
Oh,
like that.
well, it's hard. I think people get a little intimidated by celebrities.
Celebrities where? I'm looking around. Is there one outside in the golf cart behind us? Well, I know Sean's getting out more.
Your phone just rang.
Well, I know the phone's ringing off the hook now. That's
So I guess
that's the way it
Lane
works.
doesn't want. We offered Lane some tickets to the fair. I guess Lane doesn't want them because he's still telling me about gaff tape on where I can get it. Thank you, Lane. Katia, I don't know. Actually, if we have another family 4-pack, if someone calls right now.
Oh, really?
To the fair. Yes,
are
we
you
do.
kidding me? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, gosh, I guess we're back live again. I thought it was over because
so
we've had a
say
couple.
the number slowly.
760-219-4999, and you could win a 4-pack, family pack, to the Date Festival, which is starting on Valentine's Day. Which, think about it, and it's running for a week or two. So as a result, you guys can look at the schedule and then maybe pick the day that is most important to you.
And the concerts are free at the fair with these tickets. These are admission tickets. The rides are not, just so you know. The
Isn't
rides
Vanilla
and the food
Ice
are
going to
not.
be there? We talked
Yes.
about this, and some other people.
Some other people.
Do you remember Sean?
No, I have it
the
right
list?
here.
Oh, you have the list?
Clinton, George Clinton.
Oh, no, here we go with this again. Now is that country?
And
we
Parliament,
never-
Funkadelic, I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
what
that's the Funkadelic guy.
Bando Machos, I Love the 90s, featuring Vanilla Ice, Coolio, Tone Lock, and Young MC. Chris Jansen, who is country western, and Mariachi Sol del Mexico de Jose Hernandez. That is one long name to have to put on a playbill. So
You know, what's really cool about the Coachella Valley,
What?
Francoise, is that it doesn't matter where you go. it doesn't matter where I go out to eat or go to the grocery store or just driving around, it seems like you just always run into somebody
people,
you
really
know,
nice people.
a friend, somebody who's seen us. Or yesterday, I happened to be out at the Desert Beer Company. Ever been to the Desert Beer Company?
The Desert Beer Company? No, I have not.
Have you, Sean, been to the Desert Beer
I
Company?
haven't even heard of the Desert Beer
I don't drink
Company.
beer, so I don't ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't have to drink beer to go to these
No,
things.
I know, but it's
necessarily.
just. I
Where
don't
is
know.
it?
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, I haven't tried any of the different places.
So, we have the Coachella Valley Brewery.
Right.
We have the La Quinta
Quinta,
Brewery. We have
yep.
Babes. But we have a new one in town, 6 months. They just had their grand opening, but they've been open 6 months. And they're right off a country club, right next to Washington Street. And they have some seriously incredible tasting beers.
Wow.
And it is a really neat setup. You can walk right in there. All the tanks are right there. Sit down and just bring some friends. They have some games and all kinds of things. Do you remember not too long ago, I'm going to bring it up, we had Animal Samaritans on.
Right.
And Bean. Remember Bean
Little
the dog?
Yeah, Bean was cute.
Well,
Bean
guess
liked
who
it.
I ran into yesterday?
Bean?
No, but Bean's
Oh.
owners were there. And it was so cute because, of course, they recognized us. And, we're looking at each other going, I know you from somewhere, I know
Yeah.
you from somewhere, I know you from somewhere. And when we figured it out, that it was Bean and that they were actually live on the show, was kind of just fun. So that's what happens in the Coachella Valley. Doesn't matter where you go, who you're talking with, you're going to run into somebody that you probably know if you've lived here for a while. And that's kind of I guess that can be good or bad. Mm-hmm. But in my case, I love it.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's. I wish people wouldn't just stare though, and you don't have to stare at us. If you think it's us, just walk up and say, "Hey, are you?" And that's what. Finally, they'll say, "Francois," sometimes really softly. "Francois, is that you?"
760-219-4999 because we're coming to near the end of our show.
Yeah, if you want fair passes,
4-pack.
we have 4 of them. Steve, do you want those? Steve Brunel? Steven Brunel. I don't know. I just throw stuff out
I love
there.
it.
What the heck?
You are quite the risk taker because you're willing to say both first name and last name. I would be so afraid. I'd just be, hey S, hey L, hey Steve, hey Lane, if I know. But I'd be worried about those last names.
I'm worried. I'm paranoid because the Francois, and people try so hard to say my name, so I figure I can try just as hard to say their last names.
I did 4 years of French in high school.
Did you?
4
Parlez-vous
years.
français?
Je ne parle pas en français.
Oh my! Well, that's more than I know. Yeah.
I just said I don't. I don't know it.
Don't forget, though, for those of you out there, if you're going to San Diego, that the seniors are free during February at the San Diego Zoo and Safari Park, and their
Are you
idea
kidding me?
of free
Seniors,
is 65 and up.
Okay.
Do you notice? Remember when seniors used to be 50, then it went to 55? Do you remember that?
That's what I was going to say. I thought it was 55.
The
and
55.
Yeah.
I don't remember 50, but I do remember 55.
Like Social Security, it just gets a little bit farther away the
Yeah.
closer you get.
Now it's 65.
By the time I hit that age, it's going to be 75.
gone,
I'm
yeah.
never going to catch up to it.
Because all these people are they're living longer, and they're out there. And
He
anyway.
died at
what's funny?
103, but he wasn't a senior
Kirk Douglas.
yet.
Well,
Wasn't
that's-
it Kirk Douglas? 103.
Yeah, 103. And I was telling Jen about that. I remember when I was little, my parents would watch the news, and I remember it was always a big deal, like, oh, somebody's 102 or 100,
Yep.
103. Now it's like, oh, yeah, this one's 117.
Centurion or
It's like,
whatever they're
wait,
called.
what?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy at
They're getting
the
older.
fellow at the Super Bowl that had the coin and the red jacket, 100 years old.
What about
Who
the
was it?
Tuscany guy
Yeah.
who's 100 years old,
Yes.
standing up and
Same guy?
down better than me?
Hey, I like that too, because when they were saying the people that were going to come out, I told my wife, I'm like, guarantee nobody's going to be standing. 'Cause
Right.
they're all
The one
older.
guy did.
And
the
that
guy's
one guy was like,
up,
I'm
down.
not sitting
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
I mean, let me tell you, I've watched how many people stand up, and that would be hard to do.
Yeah. Oh,
Was
man.
it 125 times
I'm
that
like-
they stood
I'm in my-
up?
Oh, I know. At State of the
Oh, that
Union,
would
yes,
drive me
I do. And he kept
crazy.
standing up, sitting
Oh,
down.
that would
It
drive
just
me
stand
crazy.
up. But no, I thought at the Super Bowl, the 2 other veterans could not get out of their
Yeah,
chairs.
no.
That was Frank. That's
I
a
thought
little
everybody
sad,
was going to be
I
like that.
think,
Yeah,
even though-
but that's kind of what I was expecting. So it's funny
Yeah.
because to see him stand up makes it seem like,
I got
wow, he's
chills.
still
And
doing
that
it.
other-
Yeah.
You know,
he
I
just
got
jumped right up
chills
there.
really
Yeah.
when I saw him stand up and salute.
Yes.
I felt very proud
I
to
did
be an
too.
American, and that's just an American. And there's no political views because we don't do politics on this show. Positive people, places, and things. No DUIs, drive-bys, or mugshots. It's kind of what we do. It's about events. It's about people. It's really about elevating our area and helping people understand just how unique and special it is. So, we're about to sign off. We're going to give you a couple more minutes if you want to win these Date Festival tickets. 760-219-4999, 4-pack, and you can go anytime, and it starts on February 14th. So if you have nothing to do for Valentine's Day.
There you go. We just set it up for you.
Are you going to read that book?
Yeah.
It's about love.
It's about love.
About love.
I love love.
You love love?
Yeah, I watch the Hallmark Channel all the time.
Oh, my gosh.
All about love. The same couple. Everybody's going to get together.
What's the last?
Always be a happy ending.
Always a happy ending.
I cry. What's the last show you saw on Hallmark? What's the last one?
Last night.
What was it?
So right before I came here, I got a little early.
I forgot this was.
I got in the mood. I watched a little Hallmark.
Matching by chance. I don't know. Love by chance. I don't know what the heck it was
Okay,
called,
tell me this though. Do you have like any on your TV, like DVR, like
no, I don't
you're waiting
DVR.
for? No,
I'm one
DVRs?
of those. If I miss it, I'm done. I don't
done.
go back and watch it. Oscars, I will watch the Oscars today. But your point on the Super Bowl, I still get goosebumps when someone sings the national anthem. I thought Demi did a phenomenal job. She did so amazing.
I actually reposted that on our Facebook page, the national anthem, because it was so incredible, so spectacular. And I'm not sure, a lot of mixed reviews on the halftime show, of course, and different people had different feelings. I mean, it seemed there were fanatics that loved it, that said it was like Vegas is incredible. And then other people, felt it was questionable or,
I was very confused. I am all for women's equality and all that sort of stuff. I really am. I have no problem with that. If you can do the job, get paid the amount and all that sort of thing. What was confusing to me as a woman is that here they're talking about for the children, I don't think we needed to see Jennifer's crotch so many times. I don't think that was important.
I mean, that was one of the things.
The whole thing, I don't get that how, and I know they want to do like a Vegas type show, but I don't know. I had mixed reviews about it. Here they're talking about women's equality, but yet they're showcasing, basically Jennifer probably were next to nothing towards the end of it.
I would say the angles and stuff like that were very, it was very obvious in what they were trying to push out there and do.
But what was it, though?
I'm not
was
sure.
it women's equality,
I'm not
or
really
was
sure.
it that you can?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's entertainment, so maybe that's just the whole point.
And then you got the others that were pointing out that there's a joke going around, and then I'll end at this. There's a joke going around on that
you
someone
said the word
sent
crotch.
me.
You got us going
Oh,
on
I'm
that
sorry.
already.
Yeah, but there's a joke going around on somewhere on viral that this is the guy. This guy's in the hospital. Doctor's standing over him, and oh my gosh, I'm terrible at jokes. And he said something to the effect. He said something about, look what Jennifer can do at 50 and you're her age. To his wife, something like that.
Oh, there you go.
Then she put him in a hospital. But anyway,
so she's now that video is being played at physical therapy venues across the United States to help motivate and help you guys get up and do stuff. So
that's right. Okay.
On that note, you know what? We have a 4-pack, but we're gonna keep it, I think, this time, and maybe we'll put it on our Facebook page or Instagram page, Coachella Valley or Traveling with Francoise.
Yeah, do a
Make sure you guys check in. Send your pictures in. This is serious. All you have to do is comment or send your pictures. I think they can just send the pictures via the replay if you guys are listening to this on a replay later.
Yeah.
We're interested if you check in. Send a photo if you're interested in us putting it up there. That would be fun.
I do have a travel photo on the next show.
Speaking of traveling, we are going to cut away
from
here.
The fair.
Yeah, we're going to cut away here, and we're going to come right back. So, guys, take a break, bathroom break, get some food, get some popcorn, get a drink, whatever you need, so that you can stay tuned for the Traveling with Francoise show, which is coming up. And what's unique about that, of course, is that she takes us way beyond Coachella Valley, around the world, and she's going to give you travel tips, information, and she's going to have a call-in guest, which is going to be a unique interview for her. So I know it's always so nerve-wracking and exciting at the same time. So we really appreciate you guys for tuning in and being with us this last hour. We're going to be right back at you next Sunday at 11 a.m., and hopefully our guest will show.
Never know.
We never know.
We
never know. We are here. Well, you know what? And this show went by so fast. Mm-hmm. We were concerned about, when the guest doesn't arrive, I don't know. It's happened a few times. So we get used to it and we just kind of do our thing.
We get used to being. But we love you out there.
That's right. You
the
guys
most
never
important thing.
do that to us. So, all right. Well, this is Craig Campbell with my co-host, Francoise Rhodes, traveling with Francoise, and I'm with CoachellaValley.com, and this is live what's happening from Palm Springs, California. See you next time.